Today in the studio, we're with Ross DeVol. Ross is our Executive Director of Economic Research. Welcome, Ross.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So we have our annual report out today that we do. Actually, it's our index, our best performing cities index. What's the news?
Well, the news is the Lone Star State. Texas dominated our rankings. It had the top 2 metros, the top 5 out of 10,
Wow.
and had 11 in the top 25. So it very much was a Texas story.
Have we ever had that much concentration from a state before?
We never have had that much concentration in a state. Even in California, when in past years, it would have maybe 6 or 7, but never 11.
So what's going on in Texas? Why are they doing so well?
Well, some of it has to do with the structure of the state's economy. One is they didn't have a housing bubble. And without the housing bubble, you don't have the housing bust, so they didn't have the collapse in construction and the ripple effects of that throughout the economy. Also, a much more diverse, business-friendly economy.
What does that mean?
What we mean is regulations are very low. They're business-friendly in the sense that if there's an obstacle that you face in getting a permit, there's someone you can call up from the Chamber of Commerce who will help you get through that process as quickly as possible. So costs are lower in terms of taxes, land costs, wage costs, and it really is a much more vibrant economy today in Texas. Also, you have the influence of the energy industry, which really provided a stabilizing factor. And there's one other thing that you have to look at, and that is the importance of military bases. That Texas has done very well in the defense-based consolidation efforts, in that they've attracted more personnel from other places in the country.
Our index doesn't measure military personnel or anything like that. What are we actually looking at, and what are we measuring when we look at what the best performing city is?
Well, we decided in constructing the index, we wanted to have an outcomes-based measure. And what I mean by that, we look at things such as job growth, both over a 5-year basis and the latest year, and the wages and salaries associated with those jobs. So in other words, that adjusts for the quality of the job. So if you're adding high quality jobs, the wages per job are higher. And we also throw in some measures of technology concentration, industries such as semiconductors, computer design, software, that really are the vibrant ones that the U.S. still has a very strong competitive edge in.
And so other cities can't necessarily replicate what's going on in Texas, but what can they learn? What can they learn in order to grow and sustain their own jobs, which they're probably struggling with it right now?
A lot of locations are struggling with it. One is to have a very diverse economy is good during a downturn, but you can't change that overnight. I would say that understanding that business costs are more important than ever, and doing anything they can to aid their businesses, whether it's existing businesses or new businesses, in trying to get through the regulatory nightmare that's present in a lot of places. So if you can reduce your costs by being more efficient in terms of permitting and allowing firms to execute much more quickly. And also, the other thing they can learn from Texas, it's important to have homegrown businesses, but it's also important to tout your successes in terms of business attraction. Going out and saying, our costs are lower, we can help make your business be more profitable by locating here. And Texas has been one of the leaders in attracting businesses from other parts of the country.
Well, the entire set of the rankings and all of the data is available on our website at www.milkeninstitute.org. Thank you so much, Ross.
You're welcome, Jennifer. Thank you.